Keep left after 2 miles and continue on I-80 East.
Hey everybody, I'm back. It's Scott Gold. Today is the day I'm headed on my road trip to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I'm meeting up with my friends Ron and Chevy. You know their channels, Life with Ron and Chevy Prez. We are doing our first meetup. We've known each other for what feels like years, and finally getting a chance to not only meet up, but vacation together. So, super excited. I left Chicago about 40 minutes ago. I've crossed into Indiana, and I am in bumper-to-bumper traffic. So, the GPS tells me 9.5 hours. We'll see what it actually is, but very excited. I'll be headed through Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, and later I might be visiting North Carolina. We have some family just over the border into North Carolina in that Gatlinburg area. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. We have a lot planned. There's so many activities and things to see in the Gatlinburg area, and so many people have been going there for for a long time, but more recent years, ever since COVID, there's been a huge influx of tourists to the Gatlinburg area. So I know a lot of friends and family who have visited in the last number of years, and many of whom have gone back second and third times. It's nice because from a big portion of the country, it's a doable trip within a day's drive. So join me on this trip. I'll bring you along on the journey, show you some scenery, and of course there's going to be lots and lots of videos to come when I get to Gatlinburg, and lots of videos of all the fun things we're going to do, and our meetup with Ron and Chevy. So looking forward to this trip. If I could only get out of this traffic. So here's my beginning to my Gatlinburg adventure. Bumper to bumper traffic in the greater Chicago area. I'm actually in Northwest Indiana right now, just barely. And anytime you leave Chicago and go into Indiana, you can pretty much rest assured you're going to have terrible traffic. It's the main route, the only route from Chicago into Michigan, where so many people vacation and have vacation houses. So it's always bad traffic. But once we get out of this, looking forward to the open road, and I'm really looking forward to the beautiful scenery once I get down south into Kentucky and Tennessee. So we'll be checking in along the way. Well, we knew there'd be a mukbang along the way. I finally got out of the Indiana bumper-to-bumper traffic. It was also contributed to by a terrible car accident. The car looked like a tin can. So we are at McDonald's picking up a breakfast sandwich. I am having a large Diet Coke, no ice, and a sausage biscuit with cheese. Shout out to Miss Southern Belle. I know she always loves her McDonald's breakfasts. She always has her, I think she always has an egg sandwich. I don't particularly like their egg here. So I just get this biscuit, sausage biscuit, and then add cheese. It was right off the highway, so a perfect quick stop that hopefully won't take very long. So I'm very excited to see Ryan and Chevy. They, I'm trying to think, when did they arrive? I think they arrived on Thursday evening. And they were coming from Ohio. And it's a shorter drive for them than it is for me. I think they had like 7 hours maybe. So I've been talking with them quite a bit. So they got there, checked in, went out and explored a little bit. The place we're staying is right in the heart of Gatlinburg, so within walking distance to all the shops and restaurants and tourist attractions. So it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of things to film, a lot of shorts to make, and videos to record. So and then yesterday they had the whole day there, and they went to breakfast and walked around, did some shopping, went to this like nature area that I guess you can drive around in the mountains, and it's known for having bears. So people drive there and apparently go very slow and just look out for bear sightings. So and they did all kinds of things. They're really enjoying it and checking out everything. Chevy, I know, had mentioned he had gone there with his family growing up all the time, and then Ron has gone there a number of times. So this worked out great. But I have been traveling every weekend now. This is the 4th weekend in a row. So I'm like living out of a suitcase. I've gone home to work and to do laundry and repack. It really just worked out that way. I didn't do a lot this summer. I mean, just local, weekend trips and things around the area. Mostly just to my lake house. And then everything came up at once. I got together with college friends. I got together with my other YouTube friend here, Mr. K. We went to a cosplay convention. I have some videos of that. Then I was at the lake house for a Labor Day weekend. Now I'm headed to Gatlinburg, and this is longer than a weekend. It's Saturday morning, and I am going to be there with Ron and Chevy until Wednesday, at which point I may then go sort of over the mountain into North Carolina, where my family who have their home in Florida, they have a mountain home in North Carolina. So my parents are actually coming to visit, just kind of all happening at the same time, unrelated to my travels there. But I was like, it's really only 40 something miles to go over and visit them, and my parents will be there visiting. So more than likely I'll end up doing that. so I may extend my trip a little bit. I was planning to go back to work on Friday, but now I think if it works out, I will stay probably just a day in North Carolina and then head back to Chicago. So the adventure continues. I'm going to get back on the road. We'll check in soon. Well, I'm still in Indiana. It's pretty much flat, wide open farm fields here. And in front of me is Mr. Ed. Looks like at least 2 horses in this trailer. And they're just chilling. I'm glad their ass isn't facing out. I can see the side profile. So that's my view for now. Farm fields with corn, and my first sighting of some farm animals. Sure we'll have plenty more as we get further into the countryside now. We just passed Purdue University a while back, and I've driven about 152 miles so far. Well, I've made it to Indianapolis, Indiana. The weather is beautiful and the sky is gorgeous. So, we have a perfect day for travel. It's 66 degrees and definitely a beautiful sky. So I'm checking in. I'm glad to be back into civilization here. We were out in the cornfields for a while there, listening to my Apple Music and talked to Miss Southern Belle on the phone for an hour. And I hope she gets her birthday gift. I had it to be delivered today to her home, so hoping she gets it and does a video unboxing, mail call. So, you know, Miss Southern Belle's birthday is Monday, and it's Saturday, so I wanted to get it to her a little bit early. It was nice of her to call and chat with me, keep me awake and alert. It was getting boring drive for a while, but anyways, thought I'd show you how pretty the sky looked. Well, I'm in Louisville.
Turn right at exit 137, then keep left immediately onto I-64 East.
I believe we're about to head into Louisville, Kentucky. We're going over a beautiful looking bridge here in the distance. It's a toll bridge. So my iPass will work for this.
Take the next exit on the right, then keep left immediately.
Towards Lexington.
Keep next left. Keep right after 74 miles onto I-75 South.
Very beautiful. All these trees and rolling hills. We're about 30 miles outside of Lexington, Kentucky. And it's definitely getting very scenic. I can only imagine how beautiful. The Kentucky River is right here. I can only imagine how beautiful this is when these trees are in full color in the fall. It's starting to change a little bit. Things are starting to get dry at the tops of some of the trees, and I'm sure it's probably only a matter of 3 weeks before these are probably going to be in full color. It's amazing how different the landscape is when you get outside of your home area, you know. Oftentimes you travel and you fly to your destination and you get there and, you know, it's a major change, but it's really nice to take a drive and experience it like this. So I'm 360 miles in my journey with another 232 remaining. Just wanted to show you that stretch. Really nice, and I think I'll get out and stretch actually. I'm ready to get there. I'm ready to see Gatlinburg, and I'm ready to see my friends and relax, because there's a lot of stress when you're preparing for the vacation and getting to the vacation. And once you get there, you can finally relax and enjoy yourself. So that's what I'll be doing tonight. I'll show you some more videos when I get closer to Gatlinburg, or see some more scenic spots like this one. Tennessee, and it's beautiful. Other than the road being a little bumpy, you can tell immediately when you cross the state line from Kentucky to Tennessee. But this appears to be under construction, and my ears are popping from the change in altitude and driving up and down all the hills. But I think I will be there sooner than this GPS is telling me. I think the problem is the GPS is telling me the time in Central Time, and the clock has changed to Eastern. Now, why that wouldn't all coincide together, considering it's all on the same car, I don't know. But with only 94 miles left to the trip, I think we'll probably be there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Kind of wanted to stop at the visitor center. I was looking to try to take a picture of the welcome sign, and I couldn't get the camera started in time. The screen was locked, so I missed it. But that's all right. Driving. Getting out and stretching my legs. Made probably 3 stops. Breakfast, lunch, and to fuel up. So, not too bad. Wow, the scenery to the right is amazing. I wish I could turn the camera that way, but the foliage is very thick, but the little peak I've gotten, these mountains are really beautiful. I haven't been to this area in probably, I would say probably around close to 20 years, maybe been here 3 times in the general area to North Carolina, which is only 45 minutes from where I'll be staying in Gatlinburg. So fond memories of the area from visiting my family's mountain cabin. And if plans go right, maybe I'll get there again this time. So that would be nice. We'll check back in when it's a little bit closer. Thanks for joining me on this scenic trip, this drive from Chicago to Tennessee. I think we'll end it here, but please go and check out my other channel, Scott Gold, This Life of Mine. I will link it in the description, and there you can find an entire playlist of over 30 videos of my adventures in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, my meetup with YouTubers Life with Ron and Chevy Perez. So much to see. I will link the playlist in the description. If you haven't subscribed yet, it's not too late. If you have, welcome to the family. I love you for watching.